on YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Let's go ahead and dive face first into the drama. And today we're going to be talking about Dwayne Wade actually confirming that his son Zion is transitioning to be a woman. So if you guys don't know, it all started when Gabrielle had took Zion to Gay Pride, and a lot of people were coming for Gabrielle and Dwayne, saying that he was too young to be in that type of environment. And then the picture surfaced of where Zion was actually wearing fake nails, and a lot of people were dragging Dwayne and Gabrielle for allowing a 12-year-old to actually wear nails and things of that nature. So today on the Ellen show, Dwayne Wade was a guest on there, and he actually confirmed that his son is transitioning to be a woman now, and instead of calling him Zion, his name is now Zaya. So I'm gonna play you guys the clip, and then we'll come back and discuss it. All right.
But every parent should be is what you're being right now, which is unconditionally loving your child and supporting your child in whoever they are. I mean, there are so many parents that are just, oh, you're not going the way I imagined or wanted you to be, and freak out, and you're so loving and supportive of Zaya, and what a special child she is.
Yes, she is. Thank you so much for that. First of all, me and my wife Gabrielle Union, we are proud. When I say proud, we are proud parents of a child in the LGBTQ plus community, and we're proud allies as well. And we take our roles and our responsibility as parents very seriously. So when our child comes home with a question, when our child comes home with an issue, when our child comes home with anything, it's our job as parents to listen to that, to give them the best information that we can, the best feedback that we can. And that doesn't change because sexuality is now involved in it. So once Zaya, our 12-year-old, came home, and first Zion, everybody, I don't know if everyone knows, originally named Zion born as a boy, came home and said, hey, so I want to talk to you guys. I think going forward, I'm ready to live my truth. And I want to be referenced as she and her. I would love for you guys to call me Zaya. And so internally, now is our job to, one, go out and get information, to reach out to every relationship that we have. My wife reached out to everybody on the cast of Pose. And we're just trying to figure out as much information we can to make sure that we give our child the best opportunity to be, her best self.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that it's one thing. It's one thing to have this at home, but knowing that she's going to be out in the world because you're a public figure, and even if you weren't, she's going to school, and to want to be protective and to make sure she's safe, that must be a scary thing, because it's one thing for you to love her and your wife to love her, but you just want everyone to love her the same way. Exactly.
And once Zion came home and said, hey, you call me Zaya and I'm ready to take on this, I looked at it and said, you are a leader. You are a leader, and it's our opportunity to allow you to be a voice. Right now it's through us because she's 12 years old, but eventually it would be through her.
Right. Well, and Listen is an organization you're working with, and there's a lot of, if anybody else out there can relate to this and needs help, you can go to our website and we can direct you, because I'm sure there are a lot of people that just don't know what to do. So you're a great example.
Thank you.
I know that everybody is still grieving over the loss of Kobe and all the people that we lost. You must have a lot of memories of Kobe, and he was just such a light, wasn't he? He was just such a bright light.
It was special. I mean, I think my favorite, we all have stories and moments of, our interactions with, one Kobe, but I think what was special about him, and why you see so many guys in the NBA or so many younger guys really tore up about this, is because he was the first superstar that really embraced different generations, really embraced us. And I think from like 2008 on, from the Olympics on, he really put his arms around us as competitors and the rest of the world. You saw him being more involved in so many different sports, not just basketball and soccer, obviously, with his daughter in women basketball. But he just started being a person that everybody can call and reach out to and say, hey, Kobe, I have a question. So I'm going to miss that example. Not only just my friend, but that example that he was set, not only for me, but so many others.
Yep. Well said. He's a good guy. You're a good guy. You've got to see the documentary. It's called D. Wade, Life Unexpected. It airs Sunday, February 23rd at 9 on ESPN. We'll be right back.
All right, so we heard what Dwayne Wade had to say in regards to this matter, and it sounds like that he's backing up his son 1000%. There's no more Zion, and they're going to refer to her as she, and her name is now Zaya. So the only thing that I'm worried about in this situation is his safety. You know, even though we shouldn't have to worry about his safety, it's the world that we live in. Given the fact that Dwayne and Gabrielle are high-profile celebrities, there's always someone out there that's looking to make an example out of you. So I just hope that they have their security in order, you know, to protect their child. Because once you make it public, you know, instead of trying to keep this on the low, you know, everybody is watching. So you got people out there that are looking to make their claim to fame by doing something stupid to a child of a celebrity. But just like I said previously, you know, I don't believe that Gabrielle and Dwayne, and also, you know, their child's biological mom, I think her name is Zion, or no, Savon, my bad, Savon or something like that. But, you know, I would like to hear from her because this is her child as well. So, you know, Gabrielle is not the biological mom of, you know, Zion or Zaya. So I would like to hear from the biological mom because she is important, because that's her child. But I don't agree with Gabrielle and Dwayne exposing their child to the environment of a pride event at such a young age. And I also don't believe that they should be allowing that child to be wearing fake fingernails at such a young age as well. Because, you know, I would have these same rules if I had a daughter and she was 12 or 13. You're not wearing no makeup and you're not coming in here with no fake fingernails on. Now, I'm all for equality and supporting anyone who wants to be whatever they desire to be. But as my child, I'm not going to fund or purchase any type of makeup or fake fingernails for you at the age of 13. But ultimately, I do give Dwayne respect because there's so many black fathers out there that are not trying to hear this from their son. And the fact that Dwayne stepped up to the plate and took this head on, I have to commend him on that. Because, you know, there's so many kids out there that are going through the same thing, but they're afraid to admit it to their parents because, you know, the consequences of them coming out to their parents could mean they could get kicked out on the streets and their parents don't want anything else to do with them. So you're going to have people out there that's not going to agree with this. And that's their right to not agree with this. But at the same time, I hope that, you know, the children out there that are going through the same thing that Dwayne's child is going through, that their parents are able to see the example that Dwayne is setting, that Urban Magic Johnson is setting. And somehow those parents can learn how to love their child in spite of. Even if their child has not came out to them and they see the signs, to be able to sit them down and have a conversation with their child about whatever it is that they may be going through, that they can be open and honest and talk to them about anything. That's what children need, especially in these days. All right, so I do want to transition to another story, but we're still talking about Gabrielle Union. So you guys know that I've been reporting on the issue that Gabrielle was having at America's Got Talent, right? And so Gabrielle was complaining to the network about the toxicity in the environment there, that it was a hostile working environment. And so she also said that the execs of the show was questioning the way that she wore her hair, stating that it looked too black and things of that nature. So then we know that Terry Crews came out and attempted to apologize to Gabrielle Union. Gabrielle Union and a lot of her followers, they weren't here for it, along with Gabrielle's husband, Dwayne. Yo, they like, keep the apology. We don't need it. We know who you are. You already showed your hand. And Heidi Klum said the same thing. She basically said that, you know, everyone's experiences are different. So she kind of apologized. But anyway, this is what I want to say. In the grand scheme of things, you know, you think that Gabrielle has this case, and I believe she does have a case against AGT. But I didn't think that it would be this type of case. And what I'm talking about, guys, is that Gabrielle is suing Simon Cowell for smoking on set, saying that him smoking on the set endangered her life. So a lot of people are saying that you caused all this riffraff about America's Got Talent to only come back and sue Simon Cowell for smoking. What about suing for discrimination? What about suing for, you know, the hostile work environment that you claim was going on set? Like, you're gonna just sue this man for smoking And so some people are feeling that Gabrielle really was lying about the situation that was going on at America's Got Talent. So while a lot of people are clowning Gabrielle's lawsuit against Simon, there are some folks that say that Gabrielle has a case against Simon because he shouldn't be smoking on set. That is a danger to everyone around him. And even if you go to, people who work regular jobs, there are designated areas where you can smoke. You can't smoke inside the building. So they're saying that Gabrielle has a legitimate case. But see, my thing is this: all the things that Gabrielle has claimed that went down at America's Got Talent, you're gonna sue for smoking? Man, listen, I don't mean no harm. It just seems like Gabrielle is bitter for whatever reason. With everything that was supposedly going on at America's Got Talent, you know what I'm saying? You're suing for smoking. And I know I'm sounding like a broken record. You're suing for smoking, but I just can't wrap my head around the thought with all these things that you could get them for that you claim went down, you coming back with smoking. Something doesn't sound right. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go and let y'all have at it in the comments. Drop down and let a brother know what you think about the commentary within this video. And be sure to give me your true thoughts and assessments on all of the situations that I talked about within this video, okay? All right, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll get with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.